what's up with Jalen Hurts? Everybody's freaking out. You see ESPN. Oh, Jalen Hurts is still in the concussion protocol. He won't make it into the game. Relax, everybody. The reason he's still in concussion protocol is because the last thing he had to do was practice. We're talking about practice. The Eagles haven't practiced Monday or Tuesday. I don't know why, but their first practice is Wednesday, tomorrow. I'm going to be putting this out tonight on Tuesday. So hopefully this clip doesn't bite me in the butt. I expect Jalen Hurts to practice tomorrow, and he will be out of concussion protocol, be good to go, and will be good to go kick some butt. Now, does Tanner McKee, am I crazy to think Tanner McKee could get you a win too? I don't know, but I'm just kidding there. But Jalen Hurts should be good to go. I just saw Jeff McClain tweet something. The Eagles waive Ian Book. So that means Jalen Hurts is coming back, right? I feel really good about that.
You wonder what happened in sports today. Brandon Petrilli, he got the wave. We talking a lot with bros today. Cracking some jokes the podcast way. Goals on goals. With homers on homers. Tutties on tutties. Got moments on moments. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into BSP. Just tune into Petrilli.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the BSP Media channel here on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing on YouTube, clicking the like button, following on Spotify, Apple, all that jazz. Love everybody's support out there. Hey, guess what, everybody? Season's over, and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the they're going to the playoffs. Going to the playoffs. Let's not get too excited, right? If you've been following along this season, earlier this year, I'll never get too excited about this team. I'll never get too confident about this team ever again. After, what was that, week 4, I was saying that, after the Browns, and it's been a total 180, a total flip of the switch, and this team is one of the most dominant, well-rounded teams in professional football, and I can't wait. I can't wait for this weekend. It's going to be so exciting. The whole season was absolutely awesome. Make sure you go check out previous videos. Go check out some of our tailgate videos that I've been doing when we go down to the lots at C6. Shout out everybody at C6. It's been an absolutely amazing season. And you just gotta take it in for a second, right? And just enjoy. Like, these last couple weeks have really meant nothing against the Cowboys and against the Giants. I mean, yeah, you had to win one, but it was just so great just to have to just relax and not really stress too much and just try to stay healthy. The Eagles, for the most part, staying healthy. Now we'll get to the quarterback situation in a second here, but let's wrap up one thing before we move on, right? Tanner McKee against that Giants football team. I mean, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers. The guy looks all right. Looks all right. He is your number 2 quarterback moving forward. I mean, he is your QB2. He's not your QB1, but he is your backup moving forward. That guy can sling the rock down the field. He can move it. He knows how to read it. It's interesting to see how the offense has kind of changed. They're rolling him out a little more. I don't know why they don't do that stuff with Jalen, but we'll see when he comes back here. So, I mean, a great win. You took care of business against that terrible Giants team they got their memo, and they knew they were going to tank that game, where they were jumping off sides, they were making stupid penalties, they were putting in there. Who knows? At least the Giants finally did something right. They finally realized, hey, we almost screwed the pooch big time. They got some more life. They'll have the 3rd overall pick. So, hey, good job for you guys. I'm proud of you because you finally did something right there. But I want to thank you for this amazing season that Saquon Barkley has had coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. Should he have gone for the record in this game? No. You looked around the NFL, you saw guys go down left and right. You see Christian Watson go down for the year with the ACL. Zay Flowers for the Ravens, a bunch of guys. It's worth resting your players, as they didn't have a bye since week 5. You don't want to risk any injury, because now the bigger goal, the bigger message, the bigger meaning should be going, let's go for Terrell Davis's record. The record for the full season all the way through the Super Bowl. Start of the season all the way through the Super Bowl. That's 2,476 yards. Saquon's at 2,005, I believe, right now, so he needs 117 a game if he were to play all 4 games. It's very doable. Very, very doable. I think that should be the message to this O-line, to Saquon, to this team is, hey, we needed the rest. We love that we got to 2,000 yards. That's an amazing accomplishment. Let's go and let's set that record and let's hold the Lombardi trophy up and saying we got the all-time single season rushing record for the full season and we're holding that damn trophy at the end here. That should be what the goal is, to go for that trophy, to even strive to go for that bigger rushing goal, because that is what this whole season, that's what this franchise sold Saquon on to go and get. They can do it. 117 yards a game. It's very doable for this guy, for this team, for this franchise, because I love the way that the Eagles are positioned right now. I've loved where they have developed as a football team. They are what everybody has been waiting for years, since the Buddy Ryan era and the Andy Reid eras, where it's a smash mouth, run the ball, control the clock, don't turn the football over, and play defense. You got the number one defense in the league that's young, that you got guys all over the place. The pass rush isn't the big dominating defense that you had and getting the sacks, but they get the job done coverage wise on the outsides. They're locking guys up, they're making tackles, they're making plays when you have to. I would love to see a couple more strip sacks here and there, because we're going to need those big plays. But I just love the way that this defense smothers them and the offense just takes away the soul of the other team, where you can just run the ball for 10 minutes and just eat that clock up and score 7, push our way in if we have to. And it's just demoralizing. It's great brand of football that, and if you need to, you can sling the ball to AJ and Devontae. I love where this team is at. I'm trying not to get too excited, because at this point, I don't care who they play. Bring on the Packers. Bring it on, man. Bring on the Lions. Bring on the Vikings, the Tampa Bay Bucks, the Commanders. I don't care. Bring them on. This team can play anybody, anytime, anywhere. And that's what this team's motto has been all season. The confidence, the camaraderie of this group. If people want to try to throw stuff in the middle of it, and all they do is respond and bounce back and become better and become a team. The coach is terrible. The QB and wide receiver hate each other. The running back's upset that he can't go for record. It doesn't matter. This team responds. This team comes together, and they're going, and they have gotten wins. I mean, for Nick Sirianni to bounce back off a season where they collapsed, where they started 10-1, collapse, it could have all fallen apart, where I was saying I'll never be confident in this team again after week 4, and just to totally rebound and rip off an amazing run to build this team into what it should have been from the start. And it's exciting. I'm trying not to get too excited, but it's exciting. Bring it on, man. Bring it on. We'll see what happens here, but I like their chances. I really, really do. Now, the one thing I've been trying to push off making this video, I'm recording at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. What's up with Jalen Hurts? Everybody's freaking out. You see ESPN. Oh, Jalen Hurts is still in the concussion protocol. He won't make it into the game. Relax, everybody. The reason he's still in concussion protocol is because the last thing he had to do was practice. We're talking about practice. The Eagles haven't practiced Monday or Tuesday. I don't know why, but their first practice is Wednesday, tomorrow. I'm going to be putting this out tonight on Tuesday. So hopefully this clip doesn't bite me in the butt. I expect Jalen Hurts to practice tomorrow, and he will be out of concussion protocol, be good to go, and will be good to go kick some butt. Now, does Tanner McKee, am I crazy to think Tanner McKee could get you a win too? I don't know, but I'm just kidding there. But Jalen Hurts should be good to go. I just saw Jeff McClain tweet something. The Eagles waive Ian Book. So that means Jalen Hurts is coming back, right? I feel really good about that. We'll be putting this out. Let me know in the comments if I'm crazy, but everything should be okay. Enough with these storylines. The Eagles are going in with all their 12 starters on offense and defense at the beginning of the year are all going to be playing in this first game. And that's a testament to the coaching, the way that they've been able to handle this whole season. You've had guys go down for 4 weeks here, 4 weeks there, a week or two here, a week or two there. Big name guys, Mailata, AJ, Smitty, Dallas has been out a couple of times. Jalen now the last couple of weeks. You know, Bryce Huff, who was the big signing for you, has been out. Cooper DeJean missed the first couple games to start the year. Blankenship missed a game. You've been able to overcome these injuries and not have the big ones that you've seen these other teams in the NFC and AFC have had. That's a testament to the coaching there too. Nick Sirianni should get props for that. So we're feeling good. The identity is there. The defense is there. It's totally a different matchup than what it was week one. This Eagles team will lock down that offense of the Green Bay Packers. I feel it. They'll smother them. Jordan Love has thrown pick after pick after pick the last 2 years. He has a lot of high upside, a lot of potential, but he's missing one of their big play options in Christian Watson, who was tearing it up along with Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's kind of fizzled out a little bit. He's also been banged up. We'll see. I love the way that this team has come together. This secondary has come together with Quinion, DeJean, Slay, uh, Blankenship. You got the edge with CJ back there. And even guys like Rodgers and Keely Ringo. The Eagles got so many guys out there with a defensive coordinator that I was telling everybody at the beginning of the season, you had the right guy to build this defense, to mold these players into professionals. And that's what he's done. Vic Fangio has molded all this talent that Howie Roseman has accumulated that wasn't able to really shine and they weren't being coached properly the last year or so, that people were getting on the verge of saying that some of these guys were busts, to really bring out the best in these guys. And it has shown this year that they are a complete and total team. They have the total package. They can stop the run. They can almost rush the passer. They can. That's their only kind of weak spot. And I'd love to see that be a big spot in the playoff times here, where they really start to ramp that up. But then they can lock you down in the secondary. Your linebackers tackle. I just love where this defense is at. I knew it at the beginning of the season that they had this upside and potential. Not number one. I was saying top 10-ish, 12 to 10. Number one, absolutely fantastic, blown away. So we'll have to see. Jalen should be getting out of protocol here as tweets are coming in. Yeah, I mean, Ian Book's wave, so we're feeling pretty good. I like the Eagles here. The line's been moving left and right. Started at 3.5. Up to 5.5 now that I'm looking. We'll see with the Jalen Hurts news if that moves the line even more up above 6 or 7. I like the Eagles at 10, honestly. The way that they can move the ball, I'm not worried about Russ with Jalen here because you can lean on that running game. The Packers are going to try to stuff the box. I'm sure of it. But you saw the way that this offense, where the Giants were starting to load the box, the Cowboys were the last 2 games. The Eagles have been able to figure out ways to still get Saquon those yards. And with Jalen Hurts in there, it opens up even more. Now, does he need to be a little more conservative running with the football? I don't think so. I think Jalen goes out there, plays this game, balls out like he did in 2022, and they take care of business and they go on a fun run. People, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping. I'm trying not to go crazy here and puff the chest out. This is why the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. It's funny how that clip this time last year was the biggest one I've ever had, over 100,000 views. But I like where they're at. They're in a really good spot. Let's have some fun with it and let's go on a ride because this team is complete. I'm not worried about any other matchups. They match up against anybody. Their O-line, their D-line, their secondary, their wide receivers, tight end, the quarterback. They match up against anybody in the league. They just got to go out there and do it. The coach just got to not get in the way. I guess your biggest worry, right, is special teams. Jake Elliott, I'm not total panic meter as a lot of people are, but you do go, come on, Jake, you got this, buddy. Come on, Jake, you got it. And then Braden, man, you got to keep the ball in bounds on kickoffs and just keep them on the other side of the 40 on a punt. I don't need you to pin them down there. Just keep them past the 40, the 35, and let the defense work. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for total perfection, but they got to clean that up because the rest of the team is ready to rock and roll. Limit the turnovers, play defense, run the ball, get the ball to the weapons on the outside, make your kicks. I'm feeling good. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a chain guy now too, so that's why we're confident. But anyway, thanks everybody out there for tuning in for this episode. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button for more. Go check out some previous vlogs. Been doing a lot more of those lately. We're gonna get back on the weekly grind here, podcast episodes. Hopefully, we keep on going on a run here with this Eagles football team. So, shout out to 215. Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. Come on.